Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and today we're going to be talking about The Matrix Comics 20th Anniversary Hardcover. That's right everybody, thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Matrix Comics 20th Anniversary Hardcover Edition. First of all, 20 years ago, holy cow, The Matrix was like Star Wars for another generation in a way. It was such a big monumental achievement in sci-fi and what you could actually do with a big action, high-budget popcorn movie. Really fun, great concepts. I'm a huge fan of The Matrix. That was my graduation year when The Matrix came out, so it just blew my mind away, and I loved it, really. And so at the time the movie came out, the Wachowskis got together with Spencer Lamb, who was an editor with them. They had all worked at Marvel at some point or another. They knew a few of these comic book creators. They decided they wanted to do a series of comic book short stories that were going to be set in the world of the Matrix, in the world of the story of the Matrix, right? So they got some of the absolute best talent out there. We're talking Neil Gaiman, Bill Sienkiewicz, Paul Chadwick, Peter Bagge, Troy Nixey, and the list goes on and on and on. David Latham, Dave Gibbons. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Pretty much every single story in here is done by a really sophisticated, high-class, high-level of talent creator. So these were also available on the web. They weren't done in print, right? So this is kind of like the forerunner of digital comics, of web comics, right? And I remember in the introduction here, Spencer Lamb, who kind of edits all of these, and he does a few stories himself, fantastic ideas. But fantastic stuff in the introduction when he's talking about how everybody's pitching them. And when they approached these companies saying they wanted to do web comics, they kept getting all these people pitching them crazy things about doing like crude animation in there and like voiceover and making it like a comic book that would move and this and that. It was all cheesy and overdone and overwrought. And they just wanted comic books that were available digitally on the computer screen to enhance the overall world and feel of the Matrix, right? And a lot of these kind of led into it. So like you could check some of these out while the movie was dropping and stuff like that. So they were printed in 2 trade paperbacks like in the early 2000s, but it's been long out of print. This also includes 4 short stories that were never included in the original collections, that were only included on the web beforehand. A great package, really cool story. Like I said, lots of short stories. There are 28 of them. They're amazing. They're set in and around the world of the Matrix. So some stories are about people in the Matrix that are awakening to the idea that reality is false. Some stories are about people who have already been freed or living in Zion and their fights in the Matrix and stuff like that. Lots of auxiliary type stuff. It's kind of like a comic book version of the Animatrix. It's the Comic-Matrix, right? Really liked it. It's a great package. It's hardcover. They get 2 covers. One is a Trinity one, but I love this pod cover. That's a sick image. Fantastic stuff. There were maybe a couple stories in here where I was like, well, that's okay. But most of the stories I really, truly was engaged with. I love it. I love the world of the Matrix. I love those films, and I absolutely love this. If you love the Matrix as much as I do, I would highly encourage you to check this one out. It's got a price tag of $39.99. I'll throw a link down below to Amazon. You can check it out there, and if you purchase it there, you help support PCP at the same time, and we all win, right? Anyway, Matrix Comics 20th Anniversary Hardcover Edition. Oh my God, I loved it. It's big. It's got a lot of content in it. 28 stories. They're all short stories, but they're all very impactful, artistically different, very creative and innovative, and it's exactly what you would expect for something in the world of the Matrix. Some of these creators didn't even get to see the film when they were working on these stories. Some of them just had a script to work with because the movie wasn't even out yet. They were really building this world up very early on, the Wachowskis were. So, The Matrix comic, hardcover 20th anniversary. I love it. I think it's amazing. I think it's a must for any Matrix fan. Fantastic collection, great binding. I just enjoyed the hell out of this, so that's what I think about it. Badass. Anyway, thank you so much for checking out the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and join us over at popculturephilosophers.com for podcasts and a whole lot more. I've been Rockin' Robbie Billups. Thanks for rocking with us. Keep on reading.